I think that part of your process, of the cathartic process of redemption, if you like, it's got to start from, I've been a terrible liar. I mean, would you be prepared to say that?
Sure. Like I said, well, I've been a terrible liar on those subjects. And what I tried to convey to the American people is I made mistakes of allowing the pressures of what I thought needed to be done in order to, this wasn't about tricking anybody. This wasn't about it's
Yes, it was.
No. Let me finish.
The whole thing was about tricking people.
Let me finish. It wasn't about tricking the people. This was about getting accepted by the party.
I mean, it might have been about that second thing, but I think it was about the first thing too. I think tricking people is kind of one of the core parts of a lie. What a ridiculous thing to say. I mean, I stabbed the guy, but this wasn't about making people bleed. Come on. This was about doing the thrusting motion I thought was demanded of me.
He's lying for love of the game, is what it is.
The love of the game. Yeah, it's not about the effect. It's the thrill it gives me. I get a rush. So he's now had a couple of months, George Santos, to come up with a good explanation as to why he has told some of the most horrendous, brazen, random, horrific lies we've heard in politics. And the argument he's come up with is it wasn't about tricking you people, it was about tricking like Kevin McCarthy and Mitch McConnell or something. Rayyvana, what do you think?
It's interesting because I think the party was fully aware of his lies. Like, I would be shocked if they didn't do any research into this candidate that they were, uplifting. But I mean, it's so silly to say it's not about tricking people. Everybody, why else lie? Like I said, it's not for love of the game. You're lying to deceive people, specifically the voters, particularly his specific lies of his, like being Jewish to appeal to a Jewish voting base, or his credentials to appear like he's qualified for the position. It's not like he was just lying in back rooms to people like Kevin McCarthy. He was lying all up and down the campaign trail, and not just for this last campaign, but for his first campaign before that. So it's just so ridiculous, but I don't know what I would expect from him. I did like him stumbling to answer the question, considering how much time he's had to prepare like a coherent, well-articulated response. And he was just sort of bumbling in his answer to Piers Morgan.
Yeah, Piers Morgan not being the worst for once. You love to see it,
a rare occasion.
Rare occasion. But yeah, look, if there was good evidence that this explanation was true, let's say that it turned out that he had just viciously lied to the party in interviews, or maybe like he lied to like the New York Times editorial board to get their endorsement or something, like, but then like he was perfectly honest with the voters or whatever, then look, I'm not saying that would be great, but I think a lot of people would be understanding. It's ridiculous what you need to do, what you need to qualify as for the party to support you. On the Democratic side, for instance, you have to not be remotely progressive, or else they will banish you to the center of the sun. Like, lying to get around that sort of stuff, I think maybe is a noble lie. But lying about you being Jewish, lying multiple times about your mom dying in the towers, like, this is just sick stuff. This is not about the party. This is about some sort of festering rot inside your soul, dude.
Yeah, I want to know like what, party bigwig was like, needed the convincing to make George Santos the candidate, that his mom died in 9/11. Like, who was that to sway over to your side within the Republican Party? That's just such a ridiculous lie.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.